Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Abacus 4 light. This is going to be the 139052. This is the one that's coming off a round canopy that's on your ceiling. The Abacus collection has earned an incredible design award. You should go over to Hubbardton Forge's website and check that out so you'll see more information about that. This is going to be consisting of 2 larger spheres and 2 smaller spheres. It's considered 19.8 inches in diameter. And when you talk about the overall height, we're really talking about the distance from the ceiling to the very, very bottom of the fixture as far as you can go. And that's going to be a range of 40 inches at its shortest, going down to 100 inches at its longest. If you need this to be longer than 100 inches, the best thing to do, drop me a quick email and I can look into more longer cables for you as a custom, okay? So canopy up on the ceiling, 19.8. It's going to be about this thick, and I want to show you more details about that and what's inside. And how we're going to do that is we're going to look at the installations instructions right now. These are the same papers that are going to be on the website, or I'm sorry, in the box, but it's also on our site too. And how are you going to see that? Look over here, over on this side of the screen, midway down if you're on the page for this fixture, and you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. So canopy goes on your ceiling over a regular junction box. This is coming in at 37.6 pounds. Anything over 25 pounds, we have to recommend from UL that you basically attach it not only to this, but you're going to see other attachments on that, the schematics. There's great drawings that you can see on those installations instructions showing how it's going to go onto your ceiling. You can take the link for that and also the link for this video, shoot them over to your installer, and then you can get a good grasp of how this goes on. It's very simple, but it's good to see these kind of things before you buy things, okay? So let's talk about how these kind of work. So you'll have the spheres and you have the end caps, and they have little releases on them. You're going to be feeding the cables through and then into the canopy. The canopies have grippers too, so you're going to be feeding them in there, and then they're going to be going through these end caps of these spheres, and they kind of ride up and down like rails when you release those things, up and down. You get them where you want them to go, and then you just kind of release and they stay in place. It's very cool. You're going to have 2 6-watt dedicated LEDs and then 2 3-watt and the smaller ones. And I have a cutaway next to me that kind of shows you how those light bars work inside of those spheres, the dedicated LEDs. All in, you're looking at 1270 lumens coming out of this fixture, which is quite a bit. It's a dimmable fixture. Make sure that you tell your installer to put it on a dimmer switch that's set up for LEDs. Let's talk about glass for a second. You're going to have 2 options for glass on this. You're going to have opal, which is the opaque glass. You can't see through it, and I'll talk about that more in just a little bit. The other one's going to be called cool gray. That's a clear glass, so you're going to be able to see through it. You'll notice there's a diffuser, a glass diffuser inside. That's an opal glass, and that's going to be hiding the light bar that's inside of that. So those are going to be your 2 different glass options. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a 3rd step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these 2 pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. They're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same. and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.